We are coming to you today with a loss in our WBIR family. Wes Rucker died yesterday in a chain reaction crash on I-40. We are heartbroken for his wife Lauren, his unborn daughter, and his young son Hank, and all of his loved ones. A fixture on social media, the sports journalist gave us a window into what he valued in the first 2 lines of his bio page on X. Hank's dad, Lauren's husband. We are remembering the life of a man who launched his own daily podcast with us in late November of last year. But many of us have known Wes and valued his talents as a sports journalist dating back 2 decades. John Becker shares more.
What's up, y'all?
Wes Rucker spent almost a decade dropping hot takes on Tennessee sports for Channel 10 during historic away games.
And Wes, there's been a lot of talk leading up to this bowl game.
And closer to Rocky Top, we featured his fun and thoughtful insights on a Sunday sports show.
You're on fire, Wes. You're on fire.
Some spots in Florida that's going to be in the swamp. They're going to have a couple of runs at you. They're going to make a couple of big plays on offense, defense, special teams.
Wes Rucker, Wes, what did we hear from Dave Hart? What did we not hear?
Yeah, Emily, it was an okay performance from Tennessee.
Most recently, loyal viewers caught him daily on 10 at 3 with Wes Rucker.
Even if I have an opinion that I think can be backed by numbers, I will tell you this is what I think and here's why I think it.
Launched in late November, he laid out the plans with 10 News anchor Brittany Bailey.
We are so happy to have you here at WBIR.
I'm so happy to be here. You know, I've been on the station several times.
Yes.
Where we're not strangers to each other, but joining in this capacity is just so exciting to me.
You could catch him daily for the full hour streaming, but online he was prolific. Play-by-play, analysis, and memes comboed with a on-point take for sports insiders.
If you'll forgive me here, got to risk it to get the biscuit.
But if you're one of his more than 140,000 followers on X, you know he felt privileged to cover sports, but he coveted family. On Valentine's Day, he wrote to his wife, "To my forever Valentine, a 5'10" statue of perfection whose existence is the reason I regret nothing in my life, because every step in that life led me to her." Wes ended the post with another line that is, well, pure Wes. "I love you. I'm sorry I covered 3 games today." That post featured 3 photos, and of course, one included his 4-year-old boy, Hank. On Wes's desk at work, perfectly organized, and a sign, "World's Greatest Dad." Wes was open about his little boy's health struggles, the kidney concerns, agonizing visits with doctors, the good, the bad, the scary, and always praising the loving care Hank and the entire family received from the doctors and nurses at East Tennessee Children's Hospital. Earlier this month, Wes announced brave little Hank still gets to keep both his kidneys, saying in the post, "If I could hug everyone who works at East Tennessee Children's, I would." Right now, we hope you hug your loved ones extra tight in honor of Wes. Sports writer, show host, but most importantly, Hank's dad and Lauren's husband. Wes Rucker was 43.
A great man, co-worker, father, husband, so many things. He meant so much to us here at Channel 10. And as John Becker said in the last line, hug your loved ones and please keep his family in your prayers. And we are seeing tributes pour in from across Vol Nation and beyond. Sports journalists, friends, family, and anyone who was touched by the work of Wes. Vols basketball head coach Rick Barnes even started his press conference this morning by honoring him.
Yeah, before we get started, as you know, we lost a friend and a colleague yesterday, and Wes Rucker, and just heartbreaking. It really is. It's just heartbreaking, and our hearts and prayers go out to Lauren, son Hank, and the one that's on the way. And we just ask that God will place a holy hedge of protection around his family and his entire family. And Wes was a wonderful person. He really a wonderful guy, and covered athletics here for what, a quarter of a century, and such a part of the UT family and the sports family here in Knoxville. And we just ask that today at some point you say a prayer for Wes and his family, and I know that, again, we're going to miss him dearly. He loved what he did. He loved his family, and I'm just thankful that God allowed him to be a part of my life for the last 11 years. And again, today at some point in time, I just pray that you pray for his family.
Wes Rucker's biggest presence was, of course, on X, and whether someone worked with Wes personally, just read his work, or even disagreed with him, everyone can agree on one thing: Wes was a good person, and he will be sorely missed.